Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's Friday. It's Friday. It is time for the Austin LGBT Chambers live online show coming to you from downtown Austin. We are in the midst of South by things happening. We're in the midst of some beautiful slash crazy weather. We're in the midst of hopefully hot happening business things for you. So I want to know how you're doing. So this is, if you're first time watching this, we do a couple of different things. We'll have guests join us here in a little bit. We'll talk about our advocacy day at the Capitol that we just had. We'll talk about things that are coming with South by. And at the end, y'all, we're going to play our favorite trivia game here at the Chamber, Big Queer Trivia. Wait, let me do that the right way. Big Queer Trivia. Right? Like, we're going to have fun. So we want you to tune in. Stay with us. It lasts about 20 minutes. You're just farting around on a Friday anyway. Just hang out. But if you're watching online, drop us a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. We can bring some of those comments up into the screen if they are age appropriate and on topic. We can bring those up into the screen and we can have a conversation about what's going on in your world. Do you have a big business win that happened for you this week? Did you sign a big contract? Did you get a big deal? Are you struggling to get one and you need some help, maybe some advice from our crowd? Talk to us and let us know what's going on in your world. I'll take a selfish moment while I'm waiting for my guest to arrive. I just got back from an amazing vacation in Japan, where, let me tell you what, from an infrastructure standpoint, and it's the only reason I'm talking about it, and to brag a little, is Japan has their infrastructure put together. Like, first off, Tokyo is like one of the largest cities, if not, I think the largest city in the world, population-wise. And I was able to navigate that town, not understanding how to speak the language, certainly not able to read the language or any of the signs. But their transportation infrastructure was incredible, and it allowed me to get from point A to point B to point C and then beyond. And there's such a small business mindset and mentality, and yet still the big corporate billboards and all those things that are present there. But it is very much about the local entrepreneur and supporting their local businesses. And I was thrilled to see generations of chefs, generations of retailers in those same places, carrying on family traditions of small business. It was an incredible trip to go on. I encourage folks to go and just get a sense of what it looks like elsewhere. I got to see too, it was the cleanliest city I have ever been to in my life. But tell me some things that you love about Austin. I'm looking out my window here in downtown, and I see construction, glass buildings, people milling about down the street. But I'm seeing, and maybe you are too, what do you feel about it? The buzz about South by Southwest season. And I call it season, not South by Southwest festival time or festival time in Austin. It's a season like spring and fall because you can smell it in the air, right? You can smell what's going on with South by Southwest in here. You can see things being constructed all over town. We're about ready to transform the city. I'm excited to see South by coming back in a really strong way. I know they came back last year and it was still a little on the fence of whether companies were going to be involved, whether they were going to send their employees out to South by. But the buzz is back. And so if you're a local that loves South by, you're in luck. If you're a local that has other feelings, then I hope you enjoy South Padre for the week. But tell us how you're doing in your business. I want to hear from y'all. I want to know what's happening in your world. So we're gonna run through. I want to get you guys caught up on a couple of things that we're doing in and around South by Southwest. And Steve will join me here in a little bit to run through, hopefully. But at worst case, let's at least get to it. We're gonna be hosting. You're gonna see that blank chair. When Steve gets here, you guys can all yell at him. Oh, look, check it. We were just talking about your blank chair. So when he takes a breath and settles in, we're going to visit about our plans for South by Southwest. We have the 10th anniversary of the Big Queer Kickoff Party. For those of you who've been around a lot, and Kyle, there you are. I see you. See, Kyle's talking about looking forward to not working in Austin during South by. Oh, see, he's one of those. Enjoy the coast, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. But please stick around, Kyle, because we want you to come on Friday for the big queer kickoff party that is happening for the 10th year in a row. It's down at our friends at Rain. Tell us, and now that you got like, have you inhaled or exhaled?
I have inhaled.
Okay, good to see you, my friend.
Busy day. It's like South by's already started.
Chamber life.
Yeah, I know.
That's good. Well, clue them in. I'm not cool enough to know who Caswell is.
Okay, well, Caswell is coming to town for the big queer kickoff party at Rain. The party starts at 6, goes till midnight. Caswell starts at 8 o'clock. And he is well known for several releases just a couple of years ago. He originally started in New York City
Okay.
in the underground club scene.
Oh, the cool kids.
All the cool kids, yeah. And now he lives in WeHo and has a very popular,
Even cooler.
I know. I've never been there actually.
I was just there. It's great.
Oh, yeah. I need to party with the WeHo kids. Well, I guess we're going to next Friday.
Yeah.
So he's bringing his flavor of DJ to our party.
Okay.
We've also got some friends from San Diego, Out at Inc., who are responsible for bringing Caswell.
Thank you, Out at Inc.
Yeah, and I think they're bringing a friend of theirs as well named Landa Plenty, who's
Sounds
a
like
drag
fun.
queen out of California. So it's going to be a very fun night. We've got some special surprises. We've got some roaming photographers that are doing some unique and interesting filters. So you're going to look super cool, like you're at an underground party. And everyone's going to be there. It's the thing that starts South by. It's the first major party of that Friday, and it really sets the tone for everyone coming in from out of town. It establishes a safe space for those that don't know where the queer community hangs out at South by, and it's going to be fun. Lots of international flavor and lots of good music. It's
going to be great. And for us old kids, I'll be there at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But Caswell comes on around the late grandma hour of 10-ish.
Well, I had him start at 8, so you can catch the beginning part of it,
okay.
right? And
okay.
Then you can just sashay away.
Okay, I will certainly be sashaying away. Because really I'll be sashaying away because the next morning we have our South by Southwest LGBT panels. You can't see my screen, sorry, I didn't turn my monitor around for you.
That's
but
okay.
So it's up on the screen right now where we've got the South by Southwest panels that are happening. So we did this last South by Southwest season.
We're in advocacy mode still.
We're still in advocacy mode because we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But the panels that we did last time around at South by were all about kind of the business 101, right? How to stand up an ERG, what D&I means in your company, gay washing, right? Just kind of some standard businessy 101 things. This year, the focus around our business panels are really kind of an homage and a nod to what's made Austin really cool, and that's been our creative economy.
Yeah.
And so walk us through, what do you got for panels wise? Do you need a little?
Well, I'm gonna maybe fudge on some of the names, but
yes.
The first panel is.
I'll prompt you. So the panel that I'm most excited about.
Okay, yeah.
We'll start with all about me.
Yeah.
Is the business of drag.
Business of drag, man. That panel. You and I have been working on that panel for a while. I think that idea came from you, actually.
I've been dying to do it.
Yeah, for a while. So, early on during the COVID, during the pandemic, a local entertainer here named Carrie Lynn was trying to figure out a way to bring more joy to people's lives.
Yeah.
And it quickly morphed into allowing our drag queens, giving them a place to perform outside of clubs because no one was gathering them. And so people started booking drag shows at their homes and parks and all sorts of places. And it really has turned into this amazing business.
Yeah.
And so our local queens, Cellulite and Nadine Hughes. I did it. I brought it. Nadine, I'm personally apologizing to you. I'm so sorry. I can't ever remember your name. I'm so sorry.
And I can see her face every time. Yeah. She's been a local icon legend forever. Yeah. So you know what?
Nadine, you can slap me.
Yeah, girl, we're sorry.
Saturday. But so Nadine Hughes, Cellulite, and Carrie are going to be part of the panel, and it's going to be moderated by World Famous Bob from Rainbow Connections. And World Famous Bob has a tie to Caswell. They were both partying in New York back in the day. So World Famous Bob's an amazing person. They work at Rainbow Connections from Family Elder Care, and they do a lot of good work here in the community. in Central Texas. So that's going to be an amazing and dynamic panel. They're really going to talk about you know, coming out of the bar and becoming an entertainer and an artist, and then how do you translate that work and form it into an LLC, you know, and filing taxes, and
Yeah.
also the current state of politics. They're going to touch on all those anti-drag bills, the drag tax bill here in
Yeah.
Texas, and what they're doing to kind of help our legislators know and just the larger community know like how we need to step up and make sure that doesn't happen.
It's gonna be a wonderful panel because for so long, drag was as performers from their mindset. It was
Yeah.
much. It was right. It was in the bars. It
Mhm.
was kind of a side hustle. It was a neat little extra cash. But now,
Sure.
really, especially as corporations, businesses, and event hosts are looking for the entertainment side of that as a business.
Mhm.
I love that this panel is going to teach our drag performers and artists how to really possibly, hopefully, make this a primary form of income for them to do
Yeah.
it the right way.
And you know, I think of course it'll speak a lot to other drag performers and artists, but well, and artists at large. You don't have to be drag or do drag to be creative. And you know, when you think about that landscape and the people that make up our creative community, a lot of those people, artists mostly, aren't fully business minded.
Right.
You know, they're following their passion, but they don't know how to do file taxes or form an
No.
LLC or any of that. You know, they want to create, and so I think that's going to be a good lead up to some of them to maybe think about legitimizing the business in a different way than they have before.
Yeah.
So,
And you know what? That's what the chamber's for.
Yeah,
That's where
exactly.
we've got you.
Yeah.
Right? I can't do creative art at all. I can barely write my name.
Yeah.
But I can certainly help somebody who is great at what they do put the business end of it up front.
Well, that's the art of team.
Right? It's kind of like the reverse mullet. Put the business end up front.
Oh wow. Oh, wow. I like it.
Also on that, we've got the Art Through Advocacy panel about the Austin's queer community and the art community, really kind of putting those voices together.
I'm really excited about this. It's a conversation that I've been wanting to have happen and help facilitate for a while, and it's really built up of our local musicians. We've got Nakia, who's been here for years inside Central Texas,
Yeah.
advocating for not only the queer music scene but also Red River as a whole. He was on the Red River Cultural District Board. He's served on several different boards, working with the queer community and the local music scene. We've also got Caleb DeCasper, who performed at
Nice.
Pride of Local Music last year.
Yes. Yeah.
Caleb's really been
They were great.
amazing, and he's a musician and an activist now. And we've also got the owner Justin from the Little Gay Shop to talk more about how they're supporting the queer community and bringing prosperity to those local makers and creators that maybe haven't thought about or had a means to do that. And who's the fourth person? We've got one other amazing.
Well, the neat thing is on the screen,
Yeah.
I've got the link.
Okay. Well,
So our
thank
folks
God
that
for
are out there
links.
watching can go to our website and you can go to the event page on our website, or you can go to the chamber / South by Southwest - 2023 to see a full list of all of our events that we're having, as well as kind of a round pulling in of all things LGBT that are going on during South by Southwest. Did I get all the acronyms in there? SX by SX for LGBT.
the fourth person was Ransom Ashley.
Oh, Ransom.
So France. Wonderful member, always active at our events, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what Ransom has to talk about as well.
Yeah. So we've got the Business of Drag, which is an amazing panel. We're also partnering with our friends over at Aglyph, yeah?
Yeah, at the beginning of the day. So earlier that morning, Aglyph's doing a brunch at the same spot, filmmaker meetup brunch. And then we're kind of rolling right into queer representation in film. And Todd Hogan-Sanchez from Aglyph has really put together a stellar panel of people to have that discussion and really talk about where we are in the industry.
Yeah.
We've made huge headways as far as queer representation.
Yeah.
But now there's some more challenges. There are a lot of allied actors and straight actors that are writing queer storylines and then portraying queer people on stage, on set. And so we really want to make sure that those actors and those storytellers are queer, and they're telling the authentic truth. We don't want it to get rainbow washed inside the queer film industry.
So I mean, South by has come a long way too with their embracing of the LGBT community, not just as the entertainment value or the party value, although we have the best party, But there's more to South by Southwest and for the LGBT entrepreneur or creative that's coming into town or who lives here. If you need some access to some information, again, visit us at the Austin LGBT Chamber website and take a look at what's going on. Or if you just kind of want some inside baseball, drop us a line, drop us an email, and we'll kind of get you sorted around the right way. But be sure to at least join us on Friday for the big K. Sorry, wait. The big queer. There it is. The big queer kickoff with our friend Council.
Yeah, and if you're trying to figure out like what what you're interested in at South by, and you've got a badge, or maybe you don't have a badge, but you think, hey, maybe I can get into that.
Yeah.
All you have to do is search by topic. They have hashtags that you can search by. So it's LGBTQ. You can do hashtag advocacy, hashtag film. There are so many wonderful moments at South by that are dedicated towards the queer community this year. South by is really doing an amazing job with representation and being authentic and really hosting those wonderful creative moments that you can only find at South by. That's the only place where this stuff happens most of the time.
Yeah. So. No, I'm excited for it. So congrats to South by.
Good job.
That's going to be great for them. I want to kind of take a dreary step back,
Okay.
But we need to talk about state ledge, and we need to talk about it in a nonpartisan, safe way. Everybody's welcome at the chamber, all walks of life, all political parties. This chamber during this session is hosting our own, along with our other sister chambers around the state of Texas, our first pro-LGBT bill at the state capitol. This bill is around LGBT certified businesses, which if you are an LGBT certified business, it's a national designation. It opens up procurement opportunities for your business to qualify for either in the corporate side, at the municipal side, and so we're trying to now open that same opportunity at the state. So right now the state does not recognize, I know you're shocked, does not recognize LGBT-owned certified businesses. So our bill is asking that those business opportunities be opened up to our entrepreneurs. So sadly, I was out of town, but y'all were holding the fort down.
Yeah.
And definitely went to the Capitol and had an advocacy day up there. There's a gorgeous picture of all those beautiful bodies that were at the Capitol.
It was a good day, mostly.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to see the other LGBTQ chambers come down and meet some of the other board members and other members of each chamber, and really have some representation inside the Capitol. You know, we were sitting together, we were walking together, we were visiting, going into our state leaders' offices, and really talking to them about what the bill meant and why they needed to vote for it, keep it on their radar. And everybody loved the cookies that we were delivering.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
From our friends at Wonder Kicks, which I can't seem to get out of my office ever.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's a problem. I don't mind the Wonder Kicks cookies anyway. But let's talk about what happened.
Yeah.
Right. So when we sat down and we're going to get our resolution read, it was blocked. Right.
Yeah.
And I haven't felt that way in quite a long time.
And to be clear, the resolution is a very ceremonial thing. It had nothing to do with our bill. So if you're there from, I don't know, make it Montgomery County and you're the Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm. There was one of those there.
Yeah, they recognize your organization. It's very ceremonial, nothing politicized about it. Just to say, hey, you're here, we're recognizing that.
Yeah.
We had that same session or same recognition 2 sessions ago, 3 sessions ago. So it's not abnormal. We've had that experience of just being recognized on the House and Senate floor.
Yeah.
So then you guys go up there.
We go up there. We're sitting there. We watch all of the other resolutions being passed. They welcomed Miss Texas. They welcomed several other just other chambers and some other people. But then when it came time to recognize the LGBTQ chambers in Texas, it wasn't allowed. You know, it was blocked, and it was really getting like the rug pulled out from the welcome mat was taken away from us.
Yeah.
Right. If you're doing business and you're gay, you're not welcome to hang out in the Capitol or do business there. And it felt really, really. It was hard not to take it personally.
Yeah.
You know? Living in Texas, of course, I'm used to that. I've grown up with that feeling. But it's in Austin, we live in this bubble. We get to go everywhere. We don't really experience that.
Yeah.
And to experience it at the seat of Austin on that hill where that house is supposed to be for everybody. That building is for us. it just lit a fire.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. So
Yeah.
we spent some time talking with the LGBTQ caucus about why that happened and what we can do in the future to make sure it doesn't. But if they're doing that for a resolution,
Yeah.
what are they going to do to the rest of the bills this legislative session? So I think we're up for a
We
bit
are.
of a challenge.
We
right?
are. Our friends at Equality Texas are doing great work, and we work with them quite a bit. They are having their advocacy day on March. I was trying to put it on the screen, but I'm not skilled enough to do that. On March 20th. So if you missed our advocacy day and you couldn't get out there,
Yeah.
call up our friends over at Equality Texas. I'm sure it's all over their website about how to get engaged and involved. But here, this was, the state tries to say that they are about supporting business. Texas is open for business, 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 business. And here we are, a statewide business coalition made up of thousands of LGBT and allied businesses. And we were denied a ceremonial recognition on the House and Senate floor. That's just, if you're a Texan, you should be outraged. If you're a business owner, you should be outraged. If you're LGBT or love anybody who is, you should be outraged, because that is, that's just, it's just ridiculous. And we need to make sure that we are up there advocating. We're doing our part long term to make sure that we have success. We're still going to walk that bill through. We're still going to make sure that we do everything we can to get that bill where it needs to be, to open business opportunities for our small business members. Sorry, just your beard was only on the thing on the camera. There we go.
Oh. Well, I got it done yesterday, so I hope it looks okay.
So we've run through South by. We've run through really kind of the crap news at the Capitol.
Yeah.
We like to hear from our folks. So if you're out there listening, watching, put some comments on the screen. But even more so if you're out there listening, watching, we're fixing to do the thing that I particularly like to do on the show, and it's called the Big Queer Trivia. Okay. So if you're watching, let's clear out your Friday.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for weekend mode. You can join in by dropping what you think the answer is to the Big Queer Trivia questions. There's 3 of them, so
Oh gosh.
I feel like you should win or lose something. Maybe just like pride. I don't know. Maybe did we ever shave your beard if you got all 3 wrong? What do you say out there?
Steep,
So I wrote these questions before I left to go to Japan. And so
Oh.
I've slept many times
Okay.
since then. So I'm not sure that I even know the
All right.
answers to these. But if you're out there watching on the live show, drop in what you think the answer is to these questions. And we're going to test Steve's ability on his on Big Queer Trivia and see what he does. First question. Ready? Who designed, I'm using my crazy radio voice.
I like it.
Who designed the Pride flag? Was it RuPaul? Was it Gilbert Baker?
Okay.
Or was it Nancy Lieberman? RuPaul. What do you say out there? Let me drop your answers in the
I
comments.
think it's Gilbert Baker, if I remember correctly.
So you're just going to immediately discount RuPaul?
Immediately. If RuPaul designed the Pride flag,
careful.
there would be. Well, RuPaul doesn't design, so RuPaul couldn't have done that. That's why they have a costume designer. So, but it would have lots more glitter and probably some rhinestones.
Well, Colton's chiming in and saying Gilbert Baker, so he agrees with you as well.
All right, Colton's on the team.
Does anybody know who Nancy Lieberman is?
Was she on Seinfeld?
Where are my lesbians? Are you out there watching? Wifey Pooh says Gilbert Baker as well. Survey says Gilbert Baker is the correct answer. Well done. All right.
All right.
So you made it on that one. Let's try out the next question, if I can find my little thing. All right. Which city, let's be careful with this one, which city holds the record for the largest Pride parade? Is it New York City? Is it London
Mm.
or Sao Paulo?
Ooh, okay. I wasn't even. I thought we were going to hear another city. Um,
Nope.
so I thought it was going to be Tel Aviv, but because I've heard they throw a major pride parade. So I'm going to go with Sao Paulo. That's my guess.
Kyle is chiming in that he thinks it's NYC.
Okay.
He's a pretty well-traveled young man.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what the actual answer is. Colton's going for B. All right, Colton. London. Is London big enough to hold the biggest pride parade ever? I don't know, because I can't remember the answer. Wifey says Sao Paulo. All right, let's see. What was your answer?
Sao Paulo.
So you get the first question right. Let's see how you do on this one. Oops. Yeah, I kind of gave it away there.
Did I get it right?
Sao Paulo.
Yeah. See, when you threaten the beard, I got to get everything right.
So you're 2 out of 3. It's
What-
way better than you did last time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What do I get if I get all 3 right? That's the question. A Wonder Kex cookie.
A Wonder Kex cookie, for sure. Maybe like a box that's still here in the office of Wonder Kex cookies.
Right.
If y'all don't know and you're listening out there, Wonder Kex cookies, LGBT owned cookie. They're amazing. They are easily my favorite cookie because they are amazing. You were nervous there, weren't you?
So great.
All right, last question.
Okay.
Because you have a background in kind of the whole rock and roll scene, you're our most savvy music person in the office. This next question is about rock and roll. Kyle is chiming, Colton's chiming. Kyle, you need to practice at the next happy hour. Yes, you do. In 1988, rock singer Rob Halford came out as gay on MTV. Back when MTV had music.
Yeah.
What band is Rob from? Is he from AC/DC? Is he from Judas Priest? Or Queen?
Okay, well, we all know Rob Halford is a Queen, but he was in Judas Priest.
That's a really quick answer, Mr. Music Man.
Well, I have a crush on Rob Halford. So.
Okay.
And Rob, I have asked you many times if you come to Austin to let me take you out for breakfast tacos. I'm saying it out loud on the live show now. When you come to Austin, let me take you out for a breakfast taco. You hear me, Rob? You've got
Rob, can you hear him? Rob, he's saying to you he will buy you breakfast tacos.
And we can talk about your cats. You have cute cats. And maybe we can try on some leather.
All right, we better go to the answer. All right, so the answer to that is Judas Priest. You are correct. Yes. Where's my crowd? Thank you, studio audience. You guys are getting fired. A little late on the draw. Thank you for that. You did 3 out of 3 for Big Queer Trivia. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed.
Thank you. I came prepared.
Okay, next time I got to figure out some topics that you don't know.
I'm
going to do all lesbian questions.
Tools? Yeah. What tool is this? How do you fix something in your car? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. No, that's right.
Anything practical, I'm not going to know.
No, you're not. Well, if any time as you as a business owner are wanting to pop on the show and talk about your business and what's going on or just what's going on in your world, you're there to promote something, let us know. We'd love to get you on the show. We'd love to hear from our people out there. So I just read Colton's remark. We need a word trivia.
Actually, I would do pretty well for the first season.
As long as that Jenny's not one of the questions. What's the most hated character of L Word?
Jenny. We could get Tina G, because she was on the L Word.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Tina G is a local singer-songwriter who is amazing. And if you come to some of her luncheons, you would have known that because she was there yesterday and had probably the best intro at a luncheon that I've ever had any one of our attendees have.
Loved it.
Yes.
I might start every luncheon like that, but everybody would just leave. Like, Steve, don't give him a microphone.
Yeah, stop singing. But on that note, we thank you so much for being a part of our chamber.
Thank you.
Join in at South by Southwest. Come to the Big Queer Kickoff Party. Come and join us at the advocacy panels on Saturday, the very next day. And then get involved in advocacy through our chamber and through our sister friends over at Equality Texas, and make your voices heard out there. But thank you all so much for being a part of our world and making our Friday just a little bit more exciting and fun.